a life that is worthy of emulation. Live a life that can attract somebody. Do you desire to be fruitful? The qualification for fruitfulness is that you must abide in him. Settle. When men shall say there is a casting down, you will announce that there is a lifting up. That God is in this meeting to touch your life like he has never done before. It's an unusual service, so unusual things will take place in your life. Unusual things will take place in your family. What was difficult before shall become simple. In the name of Jesus Christ. I want you to look at your neighbor in the face and say, I am walking home. Listen to me. I don't know how many years people around you have been carrying you. I don't know for how long people in your area have been assisting to carry you. You've been living by community efforts, community support program, family support program. You've been living by the help of one person or the other. I came into this meeting to announce to you that I'm walking home. You may have been carrying me over the years, but today I will walk home myself. You carried me to this point, but you will not carry me after now. I am walking home on my own. I didn't hear your amen. I came to talk to a believer. Somebody's not responding to me. I'm walking home. Come on, help me announce it. Say, I'm walking home. I am no longer going to be a liability to anybody. I'm no longer going to be waiting for family support program. I am walking home. Help me announce to 3 persons around you. Say, I'm walking home. Say it to 3 persons. That is a number of Trinity. I'm walking home. Are you ready to walk home? I'm walking home. You've carried me enough. You've taken me to this point. It is time you leave me to walk home on my own. I'm walking home after this meeting. I'm walking home. Help me tell somebody, say, I'm walking home. I don't know for how long they've carried you. I don't know for how long you've depended on others. I don't know for how long you've trusted others. If you must eat, you will beg. If you must pay your school fees, you will beg. House rent, you will beg. If you must do anything in your life, you have to depend on somebody. After this meeting today, I don't know how, but God will make you walk home on your own. If your amen is the loudest, you will receive it very quickly. If your amen is the loudest, you will receive it very quickly. If your amen is the loudest, I will speak for you now. If your amen is the loudest, then this meeting is organized for you. Turn very quickly to the book of Matthew, chapter number 9. I'm walking home. That's the topic I'm talking on in a few minutes. I'm walking home. Matthew chapter 9. You there? Matthew chapter 9 and from verse number 1. He entered into a ship and passed over, and he came into his own city. Behold, mark that word. They brought to him. They brought to him a man sick to him. The man did not come on his own. They brought him. That man was depending on others before he will get to the place of help. That man was depending on others before he will get to the place of hope. They brought to him
a man sick of the palsy.
They brought to him a man that was sick of palsy. Yes?
Lying on a bed.
The man was lying on a bed.
And Jesus, seeing their faith, said,
Jesus, now watch this. Now, when the Bible said, Jesus seeing their faith, it means it was not referring to the faith of the sick man, because if the Bible was referring to the faith of the sick man, the Bible wouldn't say their faith. The Bible would have said his faith. Now, for the Bible to say their faith, it means it was not the man that was brought that had the faith, rather the people that brought him. Jesus, seeing the faith of the people that brought the sick man, who was not able to help himself, who was not able to walk on his own. Jesus, seeing the faith of the people that brought him, there comes a time in your life you must know that the people around you matters a lot. Anytime you have the wrong people around you, you may stay longer in your need. You may stay longer in your challenge. One of the punishments you will ever receive in life is to hang around wrong people. One of the worst punishments you will face in your life is to stay around wrong people. I pray for you today before I start. May God position you around the right people. I know it when I say it. Believe me when I tell you. Anytime you have the wrong people around you, life becomes hell. The worst thing that can happen to anybody is to hang around the wrong folks. When you hang around people who are wrong people, they have no faith that you can get better. They have no plans that you can get better. Everything they think of you is to remain in your condition, to remain at the same level. They do not have the plan to improve you. They do not have any agenda to make you better. I came today by the word of God. May the Lord position you around the right people. When you hang around wrong people, they are selfish people. Wrong people are selfish. They do not have your good at heart. The only thing they know is themselves. The only thing they are thinking about is themselves. The only good plan they have is for themselves. Everything they talk about is for themselves. They don't put you into consideration. They don't consider you. They don't consider your feelings. They don't consider your effort. They have no good plan for you. They only use you. When you have wrong people around you, they will not take you to the right place and at the right time. The Bible said, and you know something about this passage of the scripture in the book of Matthew chapter 9? It's a synoptic gospel. Because the same thing was recorded by Matthew and Mark. And now Mark explains it better. Mark was more detailed in his writing and presentation of this particular gospel. And Mark wrote his own in the book of Mark chapter 2. But now listen, before I show you something in Mark chapter 2, the Bible said something. The Bible said this man was sick. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the sick that needs a doctor. Everyone in this house, everyone from wherever you hear the sound of my voice, there is no man on earth that is not sick. It all depends on what you are sick of. Every man on earth needs help from God. The only difference is the area where you need his help may not be the area where I need his help. Come on. Now, it differs. But whether we all need help, we all do need help. Come on, come on, come on. Every man needs what? Every man needs help. 2, the second point I want to make is that we all need help. That's point 1. Number 2 is that we all need the right people who will take us to the right place. My Bible said that they carried him. When you are not able to carry yourself, it is the people around you that will carry you. Now, when you have the wrong people around you, they will abandon you. If there be anyone hearing the sound of my voice who has been abandoned over the years, I came into this meeting today to announce to you that if men have abandoned you, God will pick you up. I wish I will communicate it as it is in my heart. I know it. I know what it means to have the right people around you, and I know what it means to have the wrong people around you. The Bible said that Jesus came to his own city. When Jesus came into the city, the news got to those who carried the sick man that Jesus was around. And let me say this to you. The sick man was mentioned, but the name of those who carried him were not mentioned. Shall I remind you that when the right people come around you, they are not looking for self-exaltation. They are looking for a way to assist you. Come on. Can I talk here? I'm getting close. When the right people come around you, they are not looking for praise. They are not looking for everybody to come and bow to worship them. They are there to give their assignment as helpers of destiny. They are not selfish in nature. Their names were not given because that is not their area of interest. Nobody mentioned their name. Most times, the people who make things happen in life, their names are not known. They allow others to take the glory, but they do the work. I pray for you one more time. God will position you around the right people. If you have a wrong person around you, they will not take you where they should take you. They will not take you when they should take you. They will not take you to the place where you can get help. Because anytime you are positioned around a man or a woman who feels he or she is in competition with you, you will get trouble. You don't need to hang around people who are competing with you. Son, I cannot be your spiritual father if I'm competing with you. Because if I'm competing with you, I cannot pray for you from the depth of my heart. The blessings of God upon your life should not intimidate me. Come on. If I'm sent for you, when God is blessing you, I will be happy. If I'm praying for your lifting, when God is lifting you, I will be happy. But if I see myself as your contemporary, when God is blessing you, I will be jealous. Come on, talk to me now. Hear me, brother. You need God to fix you in the midst of people who are not competing with you, who are not intimidated by what God is doing in your life, who are not intimidated by who you are. I don't know if I'm really talking to somebody today. Now hear me. If I am truly praying for you, I should be wishing you good. And when good things begin to happen to you, I will not be angry. I will be happy because my prayers are answered. Talk to me now. When the right people are around you, they are not intimidated by where you are going. When you share your dream with them, they will not hate you. Oh my God. Can I still push this thing? Can I go deeper before I get hotter? Now, I feel it here. I feel it now. When you have the right people around you, they are not moved by your present condition, because they are being pushed from within, that you may be down today but you will be up tomorrow. When you have the right people around you, they do not conclude you by what you are going through today, because they know that the expectations of the righteous shall. When you have the right people around you, what you are going through today, even when you do not believe in yourself, they believe in you. It takes the right person around you to tell you when you are down. He will tell you can't be down. When you say I'm about to give up, the right person around you will say you can't give up now. You are too big for giving up now. Am I talking to somebody now? When the right person is around you, they become your encouragement in a discouraging condition. Can I get deeper before I get hotter? When you have the right people around you, ladies and gentlemen, the man that was sick had the right people around him. How do I know? The Bible said he was sick. He couldn't walk on his own. They laid him on the bed. He was on the bed, but the people didn't give up on him. Can I talk to you now, folks? When you have the right people around you, even when you can't move, they will tell you that there is hope. Even when you are broke and broken, they will tell you that the future still holds something for you. Even when you lose faith and hope in yourself, the Bible did not refer to the faith of the man. The Bible referred to the faith of the people that carried him. That means the man must have lost hope in himself. He must have lost faith. The man must, there comes a time in the life of everybody. I want you to be very sincere with yourself. There comes a time in your life you will feel so down. It happens to both the rich and the poor. It happens to both the spiritual and the unspiritual. It happens to every human being on earth. You get to a point in your life when you are down. Am I talking to you now? You need people around you. Oh, I pray one more time. God will give you the right people. I know what it means. I know what it means to have the right people. God will give you the right people. There comes a time in your life when it appears to you like every effort is not yielding the desired fruit. There comes a time in your life when you face the dark hour. Every man has got a dark hour. Every woman has got a dark hour. There comes a time in your life when you feel so down, When you feel that the heavens are closed against you. When you feel that God no longer remember you. Come on, it's a feeling. It comes to everybody. There comes a time in your life when you are overwhelmed by the happenings around you. At that time, if you have the wrong people, you will stay longer in that condition. But when you have the right people, but when you have the right people, how many of you know that when you hang around the wrong people, every other time you battle with discouragement? Because the things they say to you are discouraging. Anytime you want to take a step forward, they will find a way to drag you back. These are the wrong people. Somebody say, God, move them from me. Come on, talk. Say, God, move them from me. Anytime you have a good plan, they will bring another plan to scatter it. Anytime you have good intentions, they will bring another plan to weigh you down. Somebody say, God, scatter them for me. I can't hear you. Somebody announce it. Say, God, scatter them for me. Say it one more time. Say, God, scatter them for me. You don't need to hang around the wrong people. When you hang around the wrong people, taking bold steps becomes difficult. I want to get deeper before I get hotter. When you hang around the wrong people, it does something to you. It does something to everybody. When you hang around wrong people, every other time you live in fear. Most times you lose your self-esteem. Because most times the people around you contribute to either boost your ego or bring your spirit down. Come on, true of us. Talk to me now. Most times they do these things without knowing they are doing it. Talk to me now. Talk to me now. Do you know that one of the worst things that can happen to anybody is to hang around somebody that doesn't have your interest at heart? Sir, when somebody doesn't have your interest at heart, there is nothing you do that that person will appreciate. Anytime it becomes clear to you that you are hanging around the wrong people, you will now always be apprehensive all the time. When it settles in your subconsciousness that I am hanging around the wrong people, you cease to live a free life. Every other time you want to be on top of your game. Because you are not relaxed, you are not free. The environment is not conducive. The environment is not habitable. Every other time you are on your feet because you feel nobody got my back. Nobody got my interest at heart. Nobody truly care about me. So what does he do? You are always apprehensive. When anybody wants to talk, you want to know what are they going to tell me. When anything is about to happen, you want to know what is about to come. Because you are apprehensive. Your heart is not settled. And a heart that is not settled will hardly receive something from God. Wrong people contribute to push you far from your destiny. One more time, pray for your neighbor. Say, God will take them far from you. Nobody on earth will get to the place of destiny without a man. Brother, nobody on earth. You cannot be where you are today without a man. You cannot get to where you are going without a man. So whether you get to where you're going or you do not get there is determined by a man. Can I push it forward? Come on, if you understand me, can I move it forward now? There is nothing you want to be in life that is not achievable. If the right person show up in your life now, it will look like magic. Am I talking to you now? This man was sick. The Bible said in the book of Matthew chapter 9, the man was sick. I like to get deeper. The man was sick. And this man was not just sick, he was sick and helpless. And his helpless condition plunged him into hopelessness, because it takes hopelessness for a man to lose faith. In his hopeless and helpless condition, he had the right people. Hear me now. His case is not like the case of the woman with the issue of blood. The woman with the issue of blood had nobody to take her. She went herself. The man at the pool of Bethesda stayed there for 38 years. He had nobody to put him in. And when Jesus asked him, will you be made whole? He said, I have no man. The man was sick. And I said to you, not just that he was sick. He was sick and helpless. He was being laid on the bed. He was helpless. Then his helplessness plunged him into hopelessness. And his hopelessness launched him into faithlessness. He was in that condition. But never give up upon a man that have the right people. Because when you have the right people, they will ensure that you do not fail. If you meet every man on top, he's a product of help. Because every man on top was helped by somebody. Now listen. I took my time as I studied the scripture, and I related it to the happenings of life and the sayings of our time. I discovered that there is a common saying in the world that said, behind every successful man, that there is a woman. But what we were not told is who the woman is. It didn't tell us whether the woman is the daughter, whether the woman is the mother, or the woman is the wife, or the woman is who. It didn't explain, but what it says is that there is a woman. But was silent about the identity of the woman. That is to say, your wife must not be your help. My wife must not be my help. But every man on earth needs a help. The best should have been the closest person to you will be your help. But I want to bring you to a point. I want to bring you to a point where even if you have the wrong people around you, don't give it as an excuse to fail. You can get help from afar.
Thank you, sir.
As well as you can get help from near, you can get help from far. You may have a husband who is wasteful. You may have a husband who does not know how to save. You may have a husband who doesn't think about the future. My friend, don't give that as an excuse for you to fail. Listen to me now. You can succeed even when he doesn't want to succeed.
Yes, sir.
Listen now. If you're a woman that you are working and you earn salary, every month you collect your salary and give it to your husband. You wait for him 1 year, 6 months. He's not doing anything better with the salary you're putting in his hand as a good wife. Now listen to me. You will not be a bad wife if you start saving yourself. If anybody asks you, say your pastor told you so. I am not here to deceive you. If your husband is wasting the money, using it on other women, not willing and ready to think of the future of the family, please, you will not be a bad wife if you stop giving him and start saving the money for the future of your children. Now hear me. If the same comes to the man, if you have a wife who is a consumer, the Bible says be open one to another. Be naked one to another. Now, be naked one to another is the true word of God, and that is what is expected of you. You don't hide yourself from your wife. Okay? You don't hide what you have from your wife. Let her know what you have. Okay? Tell her how you progress. Tell her how things are part time. But if you have a wife who will hear from you that you have 50,000 in the month of August, then she will make sure that that 50,000 must finish without you saving anything for the future. You may think that that of August is a mistake, and she repeats the same thing in September. You may think that that September own is maybe because she has not seen such before, and she repeats it in October. On my word, don't tell her again. Because if you fail, the family has failed. If you go down, the family has gone down. How many of you know that there are many men who do not care whether their children go to school or not? They don't care whether school fees of the children are paid. A woman, if you have such a husband who doesn't care whether the children go to school or not, if God bless you with anything, save it for the children. You may not tell them you are the one sending them to school, but make sure you send them to school. Do you know that there are many men who get money and waste it? They don't even care whether they have house rent or not. Am I talking to you? My friend, if you have such people around you, they are the wrong people. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Treat them as the wrong people. If you have a wife whose interest is get it today, finish it today, tomorrow will speak for himself, know it that she's a future eater, you don't tell her who you are.
Yes, sir.
Am I talking to you now? Yes. Come on, how many of you understand me now? I'm talking about having the right people and the wrong people around you. Brother, if you have the wrong people around you, most times, if you are not careful, you will not sleep. It keeps you awake at night. When you have the wrong people around you, it keeps you always thinking and worried. I pray for you today. However God will do it, He will place the right people around you. You know what the right people does? The right people create hope and faith in you. When you have a right husband and you're a woman struggling, even if he's not bringing anything home, he knows how to talk to you. Your husband will enter the house and tell you, my wife, I see the way you are struggling. My God will bless you. Come on. You are strengthened. You are encouraged. Am I talking to you right now? When you have the right people around you, you wake up in the morning and you say, my husband, I'm arranging money for the children's school fees. And your husband walks up to you and say, honey, you know what? Paying the children's school fees is not your duty. I feel so bad that I cannot do what I should do. But my wife, Jisike, Chineke gagozim, and you will reap the fruit of your labor. Amen. Any man who talks to you like this, woman, you will agree with me that you will do more.
Yes, sir.
Three of us. Every woman will do more. But not when you are arranging the children's school fees and you keep the money somewhere. You thought he was sleeping, but he is awake, using one eye to watch you. And you kept the money somewhere, only for you to get up to go take your bath. He will go and steal the money. Do you know there are men like this?
Yes, sir.
He will go there and steal the money, only for him to go out. In the night, he will come back home drunk. Oh, wait. I'm talking to you now. Am I blessing somebody? That is not the right man. That is not the right man. A man in whose house there is no soup at home, but you are scratching a recharge card for one girl that look like a monkey. You are laughing now. You are scratching a recharge card. Your wife doesn't have airtime. She doesn't have airtime. Her airtime is 000.0. And the one girl is somewhere flashing you. When she flash you, you tell your wife, come back. I forgot something. And foolish man. I'm the only person that have the right to call you that. And I have to tell you what I have to tell you. You will run up, your wife will think something is going wrong. In the office. And when in the office, you office in Kayala, you want the girl. Only for you to go and scratch a recharge card of 1,500, but there is no soup in the house. And after scratching the recharge card, she will not even call you. She will flash you. And then you will call. After you call, I've been flashing you since now. Why are you not calling me? I don't like it too. Come on, hallelujah. And you start saying, I'm sorry, yeah? Baby. Ezibo baby. And you start apologizing for committing no offense. I'm sorry here. I'm sorry. It's not like that. Just that person was around. Which person? You don't want to say who she is. That person was around. But don't worry, I'm okay now. Oh, I'm feeling one kind. I want to go out. One of my friends want to take me out, but I said, let me call you. Come and take me out. I want to go and chop pepper soup. There is no soup in your house for your wife and your children to eat. No soup. Then you will carry your tiny legs and rush to go and carry one girl or look so that she can go and eat pepper soup. When you want to give your wife money to cook soup, you give her 1,000. But you will sit down with a tiny girl and she chop pepper soup 2,500. And after chopping pepper soup 2,500, say, give me, what do I want to drink first? Oh yeah, honey, suggest for me. And you are consuming your money, but you are suggesting. Oh yeah, take yogurt. No. 5 alive. Be calling now. On a digor. Negogi. Somebody say God punish the devil. You have the wrong people around you. It is the wrong people around you that will lead you into such life. Wrong people around you will show you where to go and drink every evening. Wrong people around you will tell you the difference from one smoke to another. Wrong people around you will show you where girls can easily be picked. These are wrong people. They will show you where to consume money. They will show you where to make money. They will show you how to waste money. They will not show you how to get money. They are wrong people. Right people will show you a way to progress. Wrong people will show you a way to destroy your future. Somebody say, God punish the devil. Wrong people. Wrong people. You don't need them around. When you meet a wrong woman, as a married woman, they are everywhere. Everywhere you go. They are in all the churches. They are in the market. They are in the office. They are everywhere. They are on your street. They live in the same compound with you. Be careful. Somebody shout, wrong people. They are everywhere. Wherever you find yourself, there are wrong. Because you can't know right people if there are no wrong people. It is wrong people that will make you know right people. They are everywhere. They are in every church. They are here now as I'm talking. They are even laughing and shouting like others. Because you don't know them by face. You know them by their character. Wrong people. You don't need them. When they come around you, they will teach you bad things. When they come around you, they will corrupt your good manners. When they come around you, they will remove from you the good things you know and practice. Wrong people. They will get a virtuous woman and turn her to a lesbian. They will get a virtuous woman and turn her to a man chaser. Wrong people. You don't need them around you. They will get into the life of a man and take you away from your workshop. Instead of you to be at your workshop and wait for work to come, they will tell you, "Nak, I got one bottle." Wrong people. Somebody holler, wrong people. I got one bottle, just one bottle. I got one bottle, just nine up. Na more will in a shop. Back again, or the Henny name. Even about what's in my head, and about Nagaiga. Just one bottle. I same give with Ego Gizo, Muge Gonyagi, or go Gonyagi one bottle. That's corruption, Ebidana. Tomorrow, you're second back. Onyagi free 2 days. God the guilty. Gazota the third day. Nela allow. You are gone. Somebody holler, wrong people. They are everywhere. Some of them are in church. No matter the message you preach around the wrong people, they are still wrong. When you make them friend, you are finished. They will help you consume your savings. They are the ones who will tell you the latest hair. They will tell you the latest things that are in vogue. Wrong people. They are the ones who will tell you that what you're wearing is okrika. But you've been wearing this okrika over the years with a very high self-esteem. You've been wearing this okrika for many years without looking down on yourself. But anytime you meet the wrong people, you will be ashamed of yourself. They will tell you they want to improve your class. You don't know they want to kill you. They will place you where you do not belong. Before you know it, you start putting your hands into things you shouldn't put your hands. You start doing things you shouldn't do. They are the ones who will tell you that the attachment you are using is fake. But you've been using this fake attachment and life has been going on. And you haven't had a problem. But when you meet the wrong people, they will encourage you to go and buy attachment of 50, 70,000 when your whole life savings is not up to that. Wrong people. Wrong people. Wrong people. When they come into your life, they come to scatter. You don't associate with them, you don't keep them. Wrong people. When they enter the life of a man, you are gone for. Every other week, you're looking for where to buy clothes. Every other week, you're looking for what to do because you want to meet up. Every other week, you're changing gears like a rapper. Wrong people. Somebody holler, wrong people. Anytime they come into your life, the course of your life will scatter. Wrong people. I pray for you that God will not allow them in your life. Wrong people. Wrong people. Wrong people. And how do you know them? There is no suggestion they bring that can improve you. Everything they tell you is on the periphery. Everything they tell you looks like a mirage. It never comes true. The only thing they see in your life are the things you are not doing right. Wrong people. They will never appreciate anything. Wrong people. What they will suggest for you are things that will run you and your family down. Wrong people. Wrong people. They will tell you the latest lace in the market, but they won't tell you how to make the money to buy the lace. They will tell you how much your husband should give you for food feeding, but they will not suggest to you how to make the money to help your husband. Wrong people. You don't need them. You don't need them. They come into the life of a decent woman. Before you know it, they will turn you into what you are not. Wrong people. They enter your life. Anytime a woman like you begins to admire you and talk to you in such a manner that is ungodly, walk away from her. It is the wrong people. It is one of the wrong people. Am I talking to you now? Yes. Anytime a woman begins to send you a text, I love you so much. You are so sweet. You are so this. Immediately reply back to her, say your pastor said you are a wrong person. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding with you. I got work to do and I'm doing my work. Reply to her. Tell her I said that she's a wrong person. If you can, tell her God punish the devil. Wrong people. Before you know it, because women are moved by what they hear. And if you are not such that is rooted, those words begins to get to your flesh, to your emotions. Before you know what hit you, you will find yourself where you never expected. And before you know, or say Jack Robinson, you've been messed up. And once you've been messed up, you think you're enjoying your life, you don't know you're destroying your life. And before you know it, the family system turns upside down. Because lesbianism has the capacity, lesbianism and homosexualism has the capacity of stopping your partner from making progress. It has spiritual capacity to stop your partner from making progress. And you're looking for where problem is coming from, but you're the one creating the problem. Wrong people, you don't need them. When wrong people are around you, they are only interested in what they can use you to achieve. They are not interested in what you can achieve for yourself. They are not. Anybody who will call you for a meeting today, call you for a meeting tomorrow, and call you for a meeting 3-4 times, and in the whole of the discussion, your interest is not involved, cut off. I said what? Cut off. It's not worth it. Do you agree with me now? Do you believe me when I tell you I will not deceive you? Cut off. Cut off. There is nothing there. Every man here, when the wrong people are around you, you are not motivated to struggle. Anytime any little thing enter your hand, the suggestion they bring is how that thing can be consumed. They will not bring any suggestion on how to make anything. They will only bring suggestion on how to consume it. Am I talking to you now? Any friend that will always come around you, he can use this pattern of shoe. Who the latest Spanish shoe? Who this time? Here. Listen, you are not in competition with anybody. We may be age mates, but we are not destiny mates. We may be classmates, but we are not destiny mates. Everything in life is turn by turn. If it is your turn today, enjoy it. I am waiting for my turn. When it is my turn, I will enjoy it. I will not be you all at a sudden. I will be me till I get to that level. Somebody holla. Hey, let me get hotter now. What about the right people? I don't have time to talk on it anymore. But if I tell you the right people, then you will look for them and you will hold them and you will not want to leave them. Right people are very few in life. Anytime you get them, don't lose them. Right people are very few. Right people are people who will hide themselves to project you. They will hide themselves. They will project you. They will care little or less about themselves, but they will care so much about you. When you meet one right person, they will spend their time investing in you. They will spend their money investing in you. They will spend everything investing in you. Why? They trust in your future more than you trust in your future. How do you know a right person around you? A right person around you believes that you will make it even when you don't believe you can make it. One American president said, and I quote, He said, I became a president today because I could not afford to disappoint those who believe in me. He said they believed so much in me that even when I didn't believe in myself, they keep telling me, go on, go ahead. And I am a president today because I could not have the heart to disappoint them. When you have the right people around you, they motivate you. They are motivators. They inspire you. They persuade you to move on. When you are at the verge of giving up, the right people will motivate you to carry on. When no other person believes in you, when nobody wants to hear you, the right people want to hear you. There comes a time in your life when life will put allegation on you. Can I talk to you? Life will put allegation on your head. Life will call you what you are not. Life will label you what you have never dreamt of. The wrong people around you will believe the lies. The wrong people around you will trust in the lies. But the right people, they will see every evidence and proof. But they will say, no, that is not who he is. Can I talk? There comes a time in your life when life will call you a failure. The wrong people around you will conclude that that's who you are. But if you have a right person around you, that person will still believe in you. Saying every other person can abandon you, but I will not. Every other person may have written you off, but I will not. Am I sure I'm talking to someone here? Right people. Right people. Even when you make mistake, they accommodate you. Even when you fail, they think you have not failed. And they believe you have not failed. They see all your weaknesses, but they still believe in you. They see all your errors, and they still believe in you. They see you when you fall, but they still believe in you. They trust that you will make it. They are investing their time. They are investing their knowledge in you because of the faith they have in your tomorrow. The right people are faithful people. My Bible says they carried him. If you read that same story in the book of Mark chapter 2, the Bible recorded that they carried him, entered into the house where Jesus was. The Bible said there was no space for them to enter. There was no space anywhere for them to enter. Come, somebody read it for me. Mark chapter 2. Start from verse 1. Please, run.
And again he entered into Capernaum.
And again he entered into Capernaum.
After some days.
After some days.
And it was noise that he was in the house.
The news went everywhere that he was in the house.
And straight away. Many were gathered together.
Many were gathered together.
In so much that there was no room to receive them.
Many people gathered so much that there was no room to receive them.
No, not so much about the door.
There was no chance at the door for anybody to enter.
And he preached the word unto them.
And he preached the word unto them.
And they came unto him bringing one sick of the palsy.
They came unto him bringing one sick of the palsy. That's the same palsy we read of in the book of Matthew chapter 9.
Which was born of 4. And when they could not come nigh unto him.
When they could not come near unto him.
They uncovered the roof where he was.
Now listen. Which people uncovered the roof? The people that we are bringing him. They believe so much in him. And they believe he was going to get better. And anytime the right people are around you, they will not take chances when opportunities show up. They will not take chances when opportunities show up. They removed the roof. Listen. It was not the sick man that asked them to remove the roof. It was the people that carried him that were removing the roof. Now, when you have the right people around you, they will take risk for your sake. Most times they will put their lives on the line. Most times they will put their head on the line. They removed the roof.
And when they had broken it up,
when they had broken up the roof,
they laid down the bed wherein the sick man of the palsy lay.
They laid down the bed wherein the sick man of the palsy lay.
When Jesus saw their faith.
Matthew told us that Jesus saw their faith. Mark is telling us that Jesus saw. It was not the faith of the sick man. I came to announce to somebody today, trust me as I pray. In this meeting today, not by your faith, my God will change your life for the better. Can I say this to you? The Bible said there were certain of the scribes sitting there. That is to say, most times the wrong people have seats where the right people does not have seat. You didn't understand. The Bible said they were sitting. So they had seats to sit down. But the right people came and didn't have seats. But the wrong people were sitting down. Now listen to me. And who was preaching? Jesus. With every message Jesus was preaching that day, they still sat down and remained the wrong people. Because the wrong people are not moved by message. They are moved by emotions and feelings. They are wrong, they are wrong. After all, Lucifer, it was an archangel. Am I talking to you now? Which message can you preach that Lucifer doesn't know? He took Jesus on the word of God. Both of them were quoting the Bible. He was not just an ordinary archangel. He was an archangel in charge of praise and worship. So, he stays in the presence of God 24 hours. He understands the throne of God more than every other archangel. Because he is the one feeding God. Because what God feeds on is praise and worship. So he feeds God. He's always in the presence of God. But can I say this to you? Wrong people, you will meet them everywhere. When you come to church, don't you ever think that everybody you see in church is a saint? Am I talking to you now? Don't you ever think that everybody you see in church is what? Don't you ever feel in your heart that I'm trusting this man because after all he's wearing suit. He's in church, he's a man of God. Shut up. The Bible says by their fruits we shall know them. Title is not entitlement. Anybody can go with any title. Somebody can be a bishop and still be a thief. Am I talking to you now? Somebody can be an archbishop and be an arch thief. Are you here now? It's not about the title. It's not about who you claim to be. The wrong people had seats to sit down. And they sat down under the ministry of Jesus Christ. And yet they were still the wrong people. That you met somebody in church and he said, come, let's go to my house. Don't go. Can get there and he will cut off your head. Because wrong people also come to church. Am I talking to you now? In this place now, 419ers are here. They are everywhere. If you are not careful the way you keep your bag, you will lose your phone. They are here. They are everywhere. They are in all the churches. They are everywhere. Am I talking to you? Prostitutes are here right now. When you shout hallelujah, they will shout the highest. If they don't come here, then we are not church. If thieves are not here, then this is not a church. Thieves will be in church. Armed robbers will be in church. Kidnappers will come to church. Prostitutes will come to church. Lesbians are here. Homosexuals are here. That is what makes us a church. Because it's a place of all nations. As we talk and preach to them, we win them to Christ. But before we win them to Christ, they are who they are. Am I talking to you now? If there is no armed robber in this church, we have not started. Because we came for them. Come on! If everybody here is already sent, then we don't need to be here. Meeting here won't be necessary. We will meet in heaven. Am I talking to you now? The reason we meet here is because we are all striving towards perfection. But before we get there, I'd like to tell you that iron sharpeneth iron. You need to stick to the right people so that you can be a right person. You don't need the wrong people around you. For no sentimental reason must you attach yourself to a wrong person. They are wrong influence. And anytime they show up, they make you an enemy of God. Anytime you get close to anybody and heaven begins to close for you, depart from that person. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Because what they carry is bad aura. If they hang around you, doors will begin to close. But when you hang around the right people, Maya Labadash, Katoto Yelebodus, when you hang around the right people, you will labor small, but you will reap big. When you hang around the right people, your heart is settled. Anytime you hang around people and you always think stop. Anytime you hang around the wrong people, they make you believe that everybody hates you. They make you believe that everybody hates you. Because what they look out for is bad news. Listen to me. Anytime you become a friend to somebody and everybody around you is becoming a suspect. Sister A don't like me. Brother B don't like me. Sister J don't like me. This one is talking evil about me. This one is gossiping with my name. When did this one start? If you trace it and it is traceable to any time you become close to a person, cut that person off. Am I talking to you now? No matter who the person is, cut the person off. Are you still here now? How many of you know that it is not good for you to know that everybody don't like you? Anytime you have a feeling that people don't like you, it makes you to live a life that is uneasy. Your heart will not be at peace and you cannot function well. Are you here now? Most times there is need for you not to hear the negative things people say about you. There is need for you not to hear it. Because when you don't hear it, you function better. How many of you know that for those who carry HIV and AIDS, you don't get close to death until you know that you are carrying it? Immediately you know that you have it, it starts affecting you. Am I talking to you now? Number one, how do you know the right person? When the right person is hanging around you, the love for God and his church increases. The love for God and his church increases. The right person will motivate you to come to church early. The right person will call you at the end of the service most times to discuss on the word of God, not to discuss people. Not to discuss the gown you wore. How did I dress today? What did people say about me? What did they talk about my shirts? You are a wrong person. You shouldn't hang around such people. When the right people are hanging around you, there is hunger for God, and that hunger is deep and deepened. Anytime you hang around the right people, they will not tell you the kind of movie they have watched. They will tell you the kind of God that they have. The right people will make you love God more. The right people will not tell you things that will bring down your faith. They will tell you things that will increase your faith. A right person around you will not tell you the mistakes of the pastors. Can I repeat myself for proper understanding? A right person won't tell you the mistake of what? A right person won't tell you that. You know why? Telling you the mistakes of the pastors can bring down your faith. A right person won't tell you anything that will bring down your faith. A right person is not a complainant to men. You are only a complainant to God. Anytime you hang around the right people, they are willing and ready to go the extra mile to make life better for you. That is why in the world, there is a saying in the village where I come from, because I'm a village man. There's a saying that anytime a friend tells you that your house is too far, it's not a good friend. Anytime a friend tells you that I'm not able to visit you because your house is too far, that person is not a friend. Because if the person is a friend, anywhere you live, he will find you there. How many of you agree with that? A right person around you. Do not believe at any point in time that you are a failure. A right person around you will always tell you you can get better. Words of encouragement, that's what you hear. Anytime anybody around you tells you, hi, do you mean this is what you're going through? Oh, this word, Steph. You are strong, oh. If it's me, I would have died by now. In other words, he's telling you that. You are very strong, oh. So you mean your husband is doing all these things, so yeah, you're still marrying him? Eh? People do. I'm telling you. If my husband do all these things you have said, if my husband do quarter, my Lord, my God, long time, I would have divorced him. He's a liar. He's a wrong person. He wants to deceive you. The husband may be doing worst. Am I talking to you now? He's a wrong person. Wait, oh. Eh? You mean your wife is doing like this and you people are still living in the same house? Blood of Jesus. That I go to church is not this type, oh. If my wife tried this thing, she will not stay 30 minutes. It's a lie, yo. The wife may be controlling him in the house. My friend, don't end your marriage. That man is a wrong man. Am I talking to somebody now? It's a wrong man. When the right person is around you, your life improves. The right person will challenge you. You know how he's going to challenge you? The right person will make you want to invest, will make you want to build. The right person will bring a right suggestion. You will not tell a friend, I have 300,000 in my account now. I just want to keep it for something. And the next thing, you have given him a clue. The next day, every other day, nah, and I want for you. Go and bring some of that money. Let's go and chop. This life is small. Now the one where you chop, now you carry. If you not chop them now, when you die, now people go chop them. That means he's praying for you to die. Turn around and tell him you will die. Are you hearing me now? He will start bringing suggestions on how to consume that 300,000 you told him. But a good friend will tell you. Maybe both of you visited your village and he saw that you don't have a house in the village. He turns around and says, my friend, please don't be angry. That's your 300,000. Instead of keeping it, you may go and touch it. Why don't you bring 200,000 out from there? Mold some block and keep. Am I talking to you now? Mold some block. Keep it. Let's be going. There is God. Immediately you start molding that block, you are motivated. Every little money you get, you put in there, you put in there, you put in there. Before you know it, you will build a house. And that is a product of a friend. It's a product of a man who believes in you. But a wrong friend will tell you, small money they worry. The best way to make money is as you have 300,000 now, bring it. Let's finish it. More will come. Let's go and chop it. It is when you consume it that bigger one will come. From that moment, anyway, help me tell your neighbor, say Abawa. It's a wrong one. They are in men, they are in women, they are in boys, they are in girls. Can I remind you that even in this present world, there are good girls, there are good women, there are good men. How many of you know that you can make a friend as a lady without anything attached to it, and she will help you with her advice? Not a lady every minute. When you call her on the phone, she's answering one kind. You say, this one you're answering like this. Are you not happy? How can I be happy when says man I have not eaten? Oh yeah, Diego Karagi has more money than you. What's your Ibu? Get sent the other day. Tomorrow early in the morning. Oh, my father was climbing the tree. He fell down from there. All these are ways to collect money from you. In fact, there is something I didn't want to tell you otherwise. You know that my mother's right leg is paining her. And that thing has been eating money from us. The only thing the doctor said we should bring now is 20,000 to treat her leg. Your own mother, now I like this. And you don't care about your mother. And don't worry, that lady Maya won long ago. Am I talking to you right now? Yana napugego. Oh, back in the right leg in Maya na fear. Got where the left leg in Kem Maggie himself Adema. Nina check one Maggie left leg. If you watch a one Maya right leg, see I got one Maggie, I go one mum. They are the wrong people. When they come around you, they make you pay their house rent, and then your own landlord will be on your neck. And when your wife come around you and say, honey, but we've been saving money to pay for this house rent. Where is the money? Something happened. I didn't want to tell you something happened. True, something happened. Of a truth, something happened. Something happened. So, honey, something happened. Come on, hallelujah. Help me give your neighbor a high five. Say you will see the right people. I didn't hear you for the first time. Give your neighbor a high five so you will see the right people. How many of you pray to see the right people? If you marry the right people as a husband, you will understand that life is interesting. My daughters here, I prophesy to you, you will marry the right people. There is something about the right people. At first, they are not flashy. Mark it. I need to tell you this before I close. At first, they are not what? At first, they are not flashy. At first, right people are not flashy. Any man who will come to you to marry you and say he wants to propose to you, and the first story he starts telling you is how he owned heaven and earth, my friend, run away. That man is empty. Did you hear me, boy? Any man who will appear to you at first and he starts telling you how rich he is, how he has gathered so much money, is an empty man. It takes an empty man to begin to raise himself so high at first. Real men do not raise themselves high. Because only when he because he's just meeting you. Any man that will meet you at first and start telling you how I am like this, I'm like that, or do you know when? Any lady that will meet you and start telling you, my father is Donald Trump. Bawa. You mean the vampire or pan tapa. I like to say this to you. When the right people appear to you the first time, they may look tattered. How many of you know that most intelligent students in the class do not look flashy? Because they don't have time to make up. How many of you know that most times ladies who are homely are not too flashy? How many of you know that? Ladies who enjoy what I call good parental upbringing, they are not flashy when you look at them. But anytime a girl is 13 years old and she's painting her eyes to the round of her head, something has gone wrong with the foundation. There is a fundamental problem. When a girl is 13 years old, except you paint her mouth, she will not come out. There is a fundamental problem. When a girl is 10 years old and she is conscious that she has become a lady, there is a fundamental problem. And that fundamental problem is lack of proper parental upbringing. Am I talking to you now? The girl is 10 years of age, but on the 50 years, something has gone wrong. Am I talking to you now? Ladies who are homely, when you see them in school, most times they don't make their hair every month. Anytime a young girl that is still an undergraduate begins to tell you, I can't carry my hair for 3 weeks, so something has gone wrong. There is a fundamental problem. Am I talking to you? She has become a wrong person. Don't hang around such person. Anytime a lady who is in school prefer to change her hair than to buy her textbook, something is wrong. A proper girl that has a future will buy her textbook and leave her hair. But anytime her hair is more important than her textbook, something has gone wrong. Anytime a boy or a girl can leave class to attend a party, something has gone wrong. She is becoming a wrong person. You don't need them around you. That is why I pity any young man or young woman who want to marry, and what you are looking at is how the girl is shining. The way she paints her mouth, the way she paints her face. There is something they call filler these days. It doesn't allow you really see the face. I was thinking that filler is only used for vehicle when you want to paint it. I didn't know that some of our women need filler. Some of them will feed their face and feed their face. And no matter what you do to make them dance in church, they are very careful. Because if they sweat, block will start falling. Because some things will pull out of the face, then you see the right face. And you discover that there are people who look like Ebo. Ladies and gentlemen, anytime you walk into the room of a girl of 20 and you begin to see different color of filler, different colors of paint, deco coats, cyclos, and you begin to see all manner of paint, know it that something has gone wrong. Know it that something has gone. Know it that something is wrong. She's a wrong girl. A right girl doesn't have time for all of those. A right girl will face her school. Anytime you see a girl, it takes the mother 20 minutes to dress and come out. But it takes the young girl 1 hour 20 minutes to dress and come out. Something has gone wrong. Am I talking to you now? Anytime you see the girl, before she come out, she will stand by the mirror 30 minutes. Something has gone wrong. Right people, at first they are not flashy. I will tell you something that will blow your mind now. Most women who are industrious does not look it. Hard-working women do not dress too good. No. I'm telling you what I found out. How many of you know that any woman who knows how to struggle, she is conscious of spending? Any woman that doesn't struggle can spend anything. But the woman who knows the pains of getting money, when she's spending it, she spends it carefully. Am I sure I'm talking to somebody now? Eh? That is why the costless women on earth are housewives. So I told you, housewives are very expensive. Yeah, come on. Women who work, women who do business, they are wiser in spending. Housewives think that life is easy. Think that life is a bed of roses. They sit down somewhere and then another person is shouldering their responsibility. Come on. Am I saying the truth now? Or you look around. Anytime you see a hard-working woman, she is conscious of how she spends. She may have the whole money, but she doesn't have much clothes. Anytime a woman is into fashion, anyhow, gathering clothes, wearing it anyhow, look deep into her, she's an empty woman. Come on. Sorry. I want to be very sincere with you. I don't mean that looking good is bad. Don't misunderstand me. Don't misquote me. Listen, it is good to look good, but it is bad to be crazy about clothing. You don't need to be crazy about clothing. Any woman that is crazy about clothing is because she doesn't work for it. A woman who works for it will operate with modesty. You get what I'm saying? You will look good. It's not bad. Have enough clothes if you can afford it. Okay? But don't go the extra mile. How many of you know that there are women who go into indebtedness because of what they wear? Your salary in a month is probably 50,000 naira, but in a month you buy clothes of 180,000. Come on. Your salary in a month is 30,000, and you go to buy Senegalese gown of 45,000. That is your 2 months and somebody's madness. I think I'm making my point clear now. It's what? It's madness. Now, how many of you know that it is not the amount you bought a cloth that makes it look good on you? It's not the amount. That a particular cloth is expensive does not make it look good on you. Okay? Some women will buy clothes of 150,000 for one gown. Another woman is in church with 3,000 naira gown, but when you say it, talk to me now. But when you say it, it's not about the price. It's not about the amount. It's about who is the person putting it on. Are you still here now? Are you still here now? You bought your own 150,000, but it's your credit. I bought my own 3,000 naira, but I couldn't move. May I ayon be na church? Eti hallelujah me weli aka melu. Odoka maga kwachie ya. But you nke ahụ izuru credit. Eti hallelujah gana. Maka chok odoka. Am I talking to you now? How many of you know that a hard-working woman, you know her by many things? Several times the husband walk up to her, honey, it's about your birthday. What do you need for a birthday? Okay, honey, you know what I need for my birthday this year? And you say, no, honey, I want you to start a building in your village. That will be my birthday gift. Somebody help me tell your neighbor, wife. That's a wife. Not, honey, what do you need for your birthday? In Ajumaju. 24 karat gold. Ndobo. 24 karat gold. That's going to be my birthday gift. And you tell her, honey, but you already have gold. Also one. And they change ya. Parade. That's a sign that when you on a plan. Am I talking to you? No, but I'm being real to you. How do you know that this one is a good one? You walk up to her and say, honey, it's your birthday. What do you need for your birthday? And she looks up to you and say, that birthday you want to do for me, use it to pay for the children's school fees. She's thinking of the future. She's thinking of the future. Madam birthday, madam ya. Birthday mu once a year. Obi aba wasilegi. Me ya kworo ma ko school fees. Kamri ego gi kanri ya. Immediately she begins to talk like that. On with a plan. If you are here, shout amen like thunder. Listen to me. How do you know that a man is near being stupid? When a man have not paid for his children's school fees, one tiny girl somewhere is sucking his labor. That man is a stupid man. Are you hearing me now? Now hear this. Whatever attracts you in another woman, put it in your wife. She will attract you better. It takes a foolish man to see the good in another woman and cannot see it in your own woman. If there is something you see another woman putting on and you like it, please go get it if you can afford it and give it to your wife. She may look better. How many of you agree with me? Your wife may look better. And I've discovered something in life. I discovered that most men who are female chasers, when they marry, they have beautiful wives at home. They leave their beautiful wives at home to go chase ugly women outside. And you begin to wonder what is going on. It is called madness. Igbo call it nzuzu. Are you here now? But am I saying the truth? But that is the truth. Most men drink more than they bring home. A man will make 3,000 a day, drink 2,005 and bring 300 home and keep 200 for the transport for the next day. You drink more than you bring home. You are a stupid man. Now, can I say this to you? Any man who cannot take care of his home, the Bible says you are worse than an infidel. But listen, I say this to you. My women, if your husband is working hard, but it is not ripe yet, be patient with him. It will be ripe. And I know that every woman will be patient with a hard-working man. But no woman will want to be patient with a wasteful man. If you know your husband is not getting it, you can be patient. But when you know that your husband is getting it, but he's wasting it, it will get every woman angry. True or false? Eh? And then when you sit in the house and watch your husband run to go and make up, immediately your husband's phone rings. He's a useless man. He picks his phone and he will pick race. You think he's running to somewhere. He's running to go and answer his call. Any call your husband cannot answer before you is an indication that there is something he's keeping from you. How many of you understand that? He will just pick the phone. Most times he will run into the toilet, lock the door, lock up, lock down. He's a wrong man. Is it true? Come on, is it true? Any Anytime a woman guides her phone or a man guides her phone more than her life, that person have questions to answer. When she is bathing, she will never forget her phone. He will never forget his phone. When he wants to go to the bathroom, he will pick the phone. Look for somewhere up and hang it. When he's betting, he will remember to bring it down. He's so conscious of it, guiding his phone jealously. Anytime a man or a woman is behaving like this, that person has questions to answer. But can I say this to you too? Yes, sir. It takes a stupid man to go through the wife's phone. It takes a stupid woman to go through the husband's phone. Any day you decide to go through your wife's phone, that is the day you are saying, I don't trust my wife. Am I talking to you now? You don't have to. Any man who is always in a hurry to answer the wife's call is a man that has skeleton in his cupboard. Because it is what you are doing that you are suspecting that another is doing. If you are not doing it, you won't suspect it. Am I talking to you now? You don't care. You know why? Anytime your wife leaves you for another, she is simply telling you that that one is better than you do. Come on. Anytime your husband leaves you for another, he is simply telling you that that one has something you don't have. Did I just talk to somebody now? And listen to me. By checking the phone of your wife, you can't stop her from doing what you want to do. By checking the phones of your husband, you can't stop him from doing what he wants to do. A wrong man is a wrong man. A wrong woman is a wrong woman. Right under your nose, he will do what he wants to do. Right under your nose, she will do what you want to do. You can't guide anybody, you can't protect anybody. Any man that is randy is randy. Even in the house. Turn to your neighbor and say to your neighbor, you carried me there, but I'm walking home. People of God, my Bible said in Matthew chapter 9 and in Mark chapter 2, they carried the man there. Mark explained it better and was more detailed. Mark said they removed the roof and they laid down the man with his bed. But ladies and gentlemen, the book of Matthew said the man also came with the bed, because the book of Matthew recorded the same bed. The Bible said Jesus saw the faith of them that brought him. But something happened. The man who was carried there helpless, the man who was carried there hopeless, the man who was carried there without faith. But when he appeared before Jesus, I came into this house today to tell someone, the man who appeared hopeless, the man who appeared that could not walk, when he appeared before Jesus, he appeared before Jesus hopeless, helpless, and faithless. But that same day, he stood up, carried his bed, and went home. They carried him with the bed to come, but he carried the bed himself as he was going. That is to say, what carried you before, you will carry after now. I prophesy to somebody, what carried you before now, you will carry that in after now.
Bible believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
In this meeting today, not by your faith, my God will change your life for the better. Don't you ever feel ashamed? Don't you ever think that life is worst for you? Let him remarry if he can. Forget about what you're hearing that he's marrying another person. Forget about it. The marriage did not lift you, it scattered you.
Exactly, sir.
You were doing better as a young girl. You married him and you lost everything. You did everything for him. He ate up your money, but what he didn't eat is your future. Big strong. I come with prophecy in my mouth in capital letters.
Yes, sir, Daddy.
You are ashamed today because everything has finished. But hear me now. I encourage you to be strong. But the word of prophecy from this mouth, in this life, you will not be ashamed. You have your daughter.
Exactly, sir.
Fix your daughter. Train your daughter. Forget about him. But hear me. Sooner than you will imagine, you will remember these words of mine. You will know that indeed you stood before a prophet of high function. Settle your heart. You are thinking too much. You're crying too much. Stop now. From tomorrow morning, as you enter Ariara International Market, favor will be following you. I am a senior officer. Go. Since Thursday, you've been desiring it and looking for it. That thing that is troubling your life and family, the time to speak it out has come. That thing that has been like a challenge, that thing that has been troubling your heart and your life, the time to talk over it has come. The Lord told me on Thursday about your case, but asked me to hold on. I didn't even know you will come today. Because by the way you were doing on Thursday, it doesn't look like you will have the patience to come again.
Yes, sir.
But the Lord told me to hold on. And I held on until today. Today you didn't come out more than once. That is to say, anytime God says it's your turn, it's your turn.
Yes, sir.
Now hear me. Your father's burial is supposed to be next month. Right?
Yes, sir.
Your brother, who was saying to you people that he is coming home to do the burial, that live at Togo, doing his business at Togo, his wife called you people to say your brother all of a sudden slumped and that he is sick now at the hospital, that she doesn't know if he can survive. Every one of you took to your heels. This one run here, this one run here, and you people are going around looking for where help will come. God waited for the devil to do his worst. Yesterday the wife called and said before he was at least managing to eat, but now he's no more eating food.
It's true, sir.
There is fear in the family. I came to prophesy here. Every one of you under the influence of my voice. Is there any door the devil has locked? Is there anything the devil has done and feel he has done his worst? Congratulations. I came with a word of prophecy. And where there is prophetic, doors are not closed permanently. Hear me now. Those who are going, there is something they said you people should come and do. One prophet has said you people should bring, she wrote a list of the things you people should bring so that you will make prayer for your brother not to die. Don't go to do anything.
Yes,
Don't attend to any list. God said I should release your brother.
Yes, sir.
Because what is happening to him is the death that killed your father, that doesn't want him, your brother, to come home and bury your father. That is the death that want to kill him, because the friend of your father that killed him told him that he will die a shameful death and will be buried in shame. And the only way he will be buried in shame is if this your brother die. The wife will not agree to bring money to come and do the burial. Nobody will bring money to come and do the burial. So your father will be buried just like that. And that is what the friend has done. That is the sacrifice they have made. I therefore prophesy. Is there anybody in this house, inside, outside, anybody who made any negative sacrifice against you? Here and now, I order that sacrifice to be null and void. As I prophesy over the case of a brother, that he will not die, you will not lose your own. Listen to me. There are people who will tell you people what to do, and after doing it, your brother will stay there. Right now, he's upon life support because they said what he's breathing in is not enough to sustain his heart. That has been his condition. But now, my sister, oh yeah, hear me now. Hear me now. In the next 30 minutes, your brother will come back to normal.
Yes.
As he come back to normal, Chimaroke, in the next 30 minutes, he's going down. He will join your father in the mortuary. Somebody holler. Anybody who wants to finish your family should die. Settle. 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 You can help me look at somebody sitting close to you. Tell that person, say, today the Lord will revisit that matter. Woman, stop crying. Everyone here, hear me as I prophesy. As I speak it into the life of another, it will happen same for you. Woman, stop crying. The reason God sends the prophet is that when men close your chapter, prophets will open it. Oh wait, stop crying.
Yes, sir.
You are crying today because you feel that the only child you gave birth to in your husband's house died.
Yes, sir.
Six your tears. I came in the volume of the book that is written of me. I came with fire and thunder in my mouth. Stop crying. You will hear something now that will blow your mind. The only child you gave birth to in your husband's house. That child is supposed to be 17 years old now. But the same day you gave birth to the child, that was the day they told you that the baby died. But there is something funny. That funny thing is that you and your husband's second wife gave birth the same day. Today, your husband is asking you to pack out of the house. And you are telling your husband that you want to adopt. He said, adopted child will not enter this house. Adopted child will not enter the house. The second wife has 4 now. One is the same mate with your son that died, right? The same day. In the same house, not hospital. In the same house. Because it was Mary that helped the both of you to deliver.
Yes, sir.
In the same house. Her own son is 17 years of age now. Then she has given birth to another 3. But you have not given birth to any. After that one. And your husband said you should pack and go. Madam, hear me.
Sir.
Wipe your tears. You've cried enough. Your husband said he's giving you the last date on Friday.
Yes, sir.
That he doesn't want to see you in the house again. That you are occupying space.
Yes.
And you don't have a child. You will go home now. I will give you this prophecy. I will stand on it. I will defend it to any level. I will tell you what you will do now. The good news is that Madam Mary is still alive.
Yes, sir.
You will go home today, not tomorrow. Meet your husband with boldness. And tell your husband that Talknado said that the dead child is not your child. Tell him that Talknado said, don't hide it, I will defend it to any level. Tell him that Talknado said that 17 years ago, the day you gave birth to your son and she gave birth to her own, that Talknado said the baby who died was Chinonye's own. Very simple. Hold on. There is something God put in you that he put in the son. Hear me now. You can deceive anybody, but you cannot deceive God. You will agree with me that that boy doesn't joke with you.
Yes, sir, it's true.
He's her son, but he doesn't joke with you. Anything you want, he will serve you first before going to the mother.
Exactly, sir.
You will tell your husband this. You will tell your husband this. Behind you here, between the bone of your waist, there is a birthmark
Yes, sir.
that the hair grew out of.
Exactly,
That
sir.
place is black
Black, sir.
with the hair there.
Yes, sir.
Turn the back of that boy. Open his clothes. The same position. Somebody holla Talknado. Somebody say Professor. When I see your tears, my heart is touched. Everybody hold on. In your life, in your families, the Lord will revisit the matter. The Lord will revisit the matter. Sit down, but don't go down. Tell your husband what I said. Tell him this one.
Yes, sir.
Let them check it.
Oh,
Okay?
yes, sir.
Let them check it. That's number one. Number two, I am happy because the woman who helped you people to deliver, though she is old, but she's still alive.
It's alive, sir.
She was aware because when they wanted to give the dead one to you, she said to your husband, why? She said, she spoke. Your husband said that she should give it to this one. That one will take care of the living child more than you. She said, this thing is not good. She cleaned the baby and gave the baby to your husband and said, the baby is your own, give to who you want. It was your husband that carried it to her. Go back to the woman. Go back to the woman. If your husband refuses to accept,
Yes, sir.
do everything I'm saying today.
Yes, sir.
Go back to the woman. Tell her you went to somewhere.
Yes, sir.
And the prophet said, then that I said, if they want, they can come and call me. I'm ready to come to the family and I will defend what I have said. I will follow it up to the end. The woman, by the time you get to her and you say this to her, she will shout. She will tell you it's true. She will follow you to the house and tell your husband, what you people kept for these years has been made open. Give her her son. You are the one who has the first son in the family. Carry back your son. You've been living in the same compound with your son for 17 years without knowing he's your son. You have been feeding him without knowing. From time to time you will cook food and call him to come and carry. You didn't know you are feeding your son. He eats your food with passion. He attends to you with passion because blood is thicker than water. He doesn't know. What does prophets do? Anytime prophets show up in your life, there is a turnaround. Stop crying that you are a childless woman. You are not a childless woman. I tell you something now. The bead your husband gave you as a mark of his love, that you hung on top of your bed, remove that bead. That is the bead that kept you barren for 16 years now. That bead was brought by your mates, given to your husband to come and give you as a gift. You hung it on top of your bed. You hung it like this and you drew it. You think it's a sign that your husband loves you because the bead is the fat one and shiny one. My friend, remove it from there. That is the bead that sealed your womb. You will ask yourself, why is it that anytime you want to stay with your husband, he will ask you to go to your room and wait for him? He doesn't allow you in his own room. He will come there. Because as long as that bead is hanging, there is nothing that will make you conceive. There is nothing wrong with your womb. There is nothing wrong with your husband. That is the bead that tied your womb. What you will do now, remove the bead and throw it away. By this time tomorrow, you will be in the house with your son. Legitimate son. The son she has called her own for 17 years. She is going to come back to you and we hate her with passion because he is no more a child. He will hear the whole thing with his ears and then he will confirm the dreams he have been having. The dreams he have been having. Something has been appearing to him in his dream, which is the reason he loves and cherishes you so much. He will fetch water for you first. Most times after fetching water for you, he will go to school. He will not fetch for another. Something in him is telling him that there is something that... Oh yeah, hold on. This case is hereby settled. 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 Now listen, when you go, as you are saying what I told you, don't hide it. Oh. Say it with every level of boldness. Up with that trouble. The life you are living now is not your life. You wake up in the morning and you start drinking.
Yes, sir.
You start drinking kai kai. The only thing that matters to you is kai kai.
Yes, sir.
You don't think of what to do with your life. You have a very good result. Your WAEC result is very good. But the reason you are not in school today is because the money your elder brother gave you to go and buy jam form, you used it to drink kai kai.
Yes, sir.
He got angry and said he will not train you. But after some time, your mother pleaded with him and pleaded with him. He gave you another money. Anytime money enter your hand, nobody will see you till that money finish. There is nothing they have not tried to make life out of you. Even as I'm talking to him now, he's drunk. He's drunk now. Listen to me. Everybody stretch your hands to me. Every plan and program of the wicked to turn your life upside down, God will fight them. Lift your voice and holler amen. Young man, your own is not, because what I'm saying, I'm not even sure you're hearing it, because you are standing and sleeping. They want to useless your life. But the woman who wants to useless your life, her own life will be useless now. I release you from that satanic hold in the name of Jesus Christ. Go. Have you seen power of God before? You have not seen. If I make you see it now, how will you feel?
Daddy, I will be happy, sir.
You will be happy.
Yes, sir.
Your husband abandoned you and ran away.
Yes, sir.
And not just running away. The painful thing is that he ran away with your own sister.
That's true.
With your own sister. Who came to your house to visit you?
You are right, sir.
If I bring your husband home now, will you be happy?
Yes, sir.
And you know, there is something about some persons that is surprising. She called her younger sister to scold her. To say, leave my husband for me. You know what the younger sister said to her? If you are good enough, your husband will not leave you to follow me.
Right, sir.
The same mother, the same father. The same mother, the same father. She has been to prayers. She has cried. When she married him, he was a nobody. It is this your hairdressing salon that you used to start up what he was doing till he got contracts and made money.
That's true, sir.
You took him to your schoolmate in the university who asked you, what do you want me to do for you? You said to him, help my husband.
Yes.
If you help him, you have helped me.
Yes.
He gave your husband contract in their company.
You are right, sir.
Your husband made millions and you are no more good enough for him. Your younger sister went to a native doctor, brought liquid from a native doctor. Your husband liked tea a lot.
Yes.
He takes tea in the morning and takes tea last thing at night.
Yes.
Your younger sister used that thing to prepare tea for him. Because you were busy at the shop
Yes.
and told your younger sister to prepare tea for him, she put the liquid. Your husband took it. Himself and your younger sister. They are in this harbor, but you don't know where they are.
That's true. I don't know where they are.
But now, it's been long you wanted to come here. But people have told you a lot of things about Talknado.
That's true, sir.
You have heard a lot of stories about me.
Yes, sir.
And today you are walking in when I look more like a cowboy. It doesn't matter what they told you. Now that you've been to places and you are tired, you've ended up coming to Talknado. For the past 1 month you've been coming.
Yes.
Oh yeah, touch my hand. Touch, just touch and remove your hand. That which your younger sister planted spiritually in your face that scares your husband is leaving you now. 2, the same hand with which you touched me now, you will hold your husband today. I didn't say tomorrow. Your husband is returning home today. Somebody holla, say Talknado prophesy. Talk like Talknado is in your church. Say Talknado prophesy. Let me hear you holla. Say Talknado prophesy. You will hold your husband today. Settle. 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 I will go very straight to your matter. Very straight. Give me your attention. The death that killed somebody's father and the mother will not want to spare the person.
Yes, sir.
Your father and your mother had accidents,
Yes, sir.
and you were just the only surviving child.
Yes, sir.
You are here today because you came to visit your mother's brother. Then from here you will go to your father's village,
Yes, sir.
because they are calling you to come so they can see you, because you want to enter university now.
Yes, sir.
Look at me. Don't go there. I don't know you, but I'm talking to you now. In the grave, your father, they call him Mazi Ndubeze.
Yes, sir.
Inside the grave, he's crying, who will tell my son not to go there? And here I am by prophecy telling you, don't go there. Isiaka Begaka. You are thinking if you go there, they will give you money to go to school. Don't go there.
Yes, sir.
Don't go there.
Yes, sir.
Don't go there.
Yes, sir.
Go back. Stay with your mother's people. Stick to them. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They may not have too much like your father's people, but they will manage to train you in school. I am still going to be alive. I will wait. When you are matured, come. I will show you your father's things.
Yes, sir.
For now, keep quiet. Don't ask. Don't go. Go back. Go to school. Ego chapota. If Jesus tarry, I will still be here. Come back. I will give your life direction.
Yes, sir.
God bless you. Are you angry with the way your daughter runs out of the house?
Yes, Daddy.
Are you angry?
Yes, Daddy.
You are asking yourself what is happening. From time to time, she will run out. She will stay 3 months.
That is
4 months, she will come back.
yes, Daddy.
Small time again, she will run out of the house. And this is your first daughter and your first child.
It's true, Daddy.
Are you wondering what is happening?
It's true.
Eh?
Yes, Daddy. It's true.
If I tell you what to do, will you do it?
Daddy, I will do.
If I tell you, will you do it?
Help me, I will do.
Okay.
I will do.
When you get home today, that house where you people live, inside your husband's room, where he kept the family picture, there is something he hung on it that look like rosary. Hold on. That look like rosary. The position of the end of that rosary is pointing on the head of your daughter.
That is true.
Enter your husband's room. Don't talk to anybody. Remove that rosary. Squeeze it. Throw it away.
Thank you.
I will stop here because your husband is a popular man.
It's true.
You have been a member of the Lord's chosen for a very long time. You are managing to wear this earring. They've told you a whole lot of stories, my dear. They told you that Talknado, like, do you do this one, Talknado? Listen to me. Where there is no power, you don't have to be there. Go and do what I have told you. Your daughter will stay at home.
Amen.
But if you do it today, from this night, you will get it hot with your husband. Because he will shake the whole building. He will shake the whole house. Don't talk.
Yes, Daddy.
By tomorrow, your husband will begin to behave like a madman. then he will start confessing. As young as you are, you have buried 4 children.
Yeah, it's true.
By tomorrow, you will hear with your ears. Not me telling you. Go. There is a spiritual emblem on your stomach that any child that enter here and come out from here will die. That is a spiritual emblem. What do I need to do? I don't need to pray too much. I don't need to shout too much. I don't need to talk too much. I will just need to remove the emblem. Can I do that? There is a spiritual emblem. That emblem is what you've been battling with. Losing your children is just that emblem. It's there. Any child that passed through that place must not live. Is not allowed to live. But now, no, I don't want you to cry. That's not what I called you for. Don't cry, don't cry. Is anybody here that know you?
My dad is here.
Your father?
Yes.
You are the father, sir. Touch my hand. Touch her stomach. Oh, in her here. Touch. It's okay, sir. In the next 3 months, you should be delivering this baby.
Yes, sir.
That's what. You are 6 months already.
Yes, sir.
I will love you every day. Onye na-ekwu ha.
God of Elijah,
Onye na-akpọ m ihe a.
I will love you every day.
Oh yeah, hold on. Daughter, stop crying. Okay, you touched her as I said. Oh yeah, just touch it. You touched her like I said. Oh yeah, come. You are touching me.
I will love you every day.
Bible believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
Anytime there is a star, the devil want to cover the star. God said to me that there is a child that came from your womb that is a star, but the devil is after him. The devil is after him. Odi ihe kwensu na na eme nwa. Odi ihe nwa na na metaphor, but nwa we star.
Yes, sir.
Very intelligent, very articulate,
Yes.
highly reasonable, more than his age. But the devil is after him.
Yes, sir.
And all that star kebubese me ekwekwala. Ngwa kulie. Kedebe onu ugbu a. Ono n'ụlọ. Ogoji ahụ.
Yes, sir. My husband called me and I said, it's just.
Your husband called you now. Oh, you're going to sit down. Everybody stand to How long are you staying? Carry your wife. Both of you should come and see me on Thursday. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will correct it.
Yes, sir.
Go and sit down.
Bible believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.